such a good movie. Such a good movie.
Right.
But it came at a crucial time for you.
Yeah.
Because you hadn't been insurable for a while.
Yeah. And the funny thing is, other people were thinking about it. My entertainment lawyer was certainly thinking about it. But I was never really thinking like, I need to do this role and then this will kind of get my credibility or whatever, you know. I was just thinking, that seems like a good part. And everyone else was stressing. But I knew, particularly with Zodiac, that's like I was with a quality filmmaker, very exacting, very similar to Nolan, and that I knew the story was important to him. And I look at that thing. Sometimes I watch these scenes and go, "Wow, you're actually pretty focused in that scene. You should doing a pretty good job." And then I also, in looking at it, because we're watching between the thing, I go like, "That's what I would have become if I hadn't stopped drinking and using."
Yeah.
This kind of miserable old guy, you know. Better to play it than to be it.
And to be it, exactly. And it paid you back many times over, I think. You got not only great reviews, great notices, but I think people started to put trust in you again, belief in you again. It was never a question of your talent. That never came into question.
Yeah.
But your reliability did.
Sure. I remember reading a few reviews that were like, "Oh, you know what? We forgot. He's actually a really good actor." And I was like, all right. But it was this film I did with Tim Allen for Disney called Shaggy Dog, where I was like, just whatever. It was like a Disney film. But once Disney said they would, if that hadn't happened, there's no way I ever would have made it past Marvel in the screen test and been able to play Iron Man, you know? So I'll often say that Shaggy Dog is my most important role because I like kind of taking the piss out of all this stuff. But you're really right, and I trust your take on this, that Zodiac was like I probably wouldn't be here if I hadn't. You got to remind people every like decade or so that you don't suck.
It's notorious that people have amnesia in the show business in general, and but you persevered. Whether it was a strategic decision or not, you did it. You did a good job. I remember the exact day that I read or heard on the radio or something. We listen to radio every now and then. That you had been cast in the leading role of Ironman, and I never read those Marvel comics, so I didn't know anything about Ironman in particular. But I just said to myself, Robert Downey Jr. is a superhero, is a comic book superhero. And then I said to myself, yeah, that could be really cool. And of course, you were and you are. And talk about turnaround. Talk about turnaround, man.
I will never be as cool as Tony Stark, but it was so great to be associated with someone like that for a while, you know? And then it wore off.
What I find interesting is more than once, the Shaggy Dog, another example. I mean, chances are you play a guy who is reincarnated in another guy's body. Shaggy Dog, your identity masks another identity.
Yes, I think I'm a dog at the end. I get turned into a dog. I just remember being on a wire and barking a lot, jumping around, yeah. Strong work.
And then there's the ultimate identity, meta, Tropic Thunder. Well, you were with Susan by that time, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes, so, I had her full endorsement.
Okay.
We were married and everything.
Okay. So she said, yeah, do this.
There was just this weird period of time where I'd finished Ironman and it hadn't come out. And then I went and shot Tropic Thunder. And the second I was done with that, Susan and I went to London and we did Sherlock. And I was like, just give me something. Like, everything's working. And my mom was like, Bobby, don't do Tropic Thunder. It's a terrible idea. And I was like, no, but if you read the script, she goes, and I know Ben's Jewish, and I really get it. I just don't. She goes, one of you is going to get in huge trouble. Either he's going to get in trouble for Simple Jack, or you're going to get in trouble for Lincoln Osiris. And Ben got in trouble for Simple Jack.
Okay, here they come, all in a row.
Oh my gosh.
Iron Man, Tropic Thunder, Sherlock Holmes.
Come on.
Yeah.